Okay, so for the problem of the day right here, what I have is a quadratic expression, and the leading coefficient is what? 10. And so the first step I should always do, Hayden, is I should ask myself, does 10 go into all three terms? Well, 10 goes into itself, doesn't it? But it does not go into 13, and it does not go into 3. Okay? So that's the issue. Because I am not able to factor this 10 out, then I need to factor this entire trinomial by what? Grouping. Say grouping. Grouping. Okay, so what is the first step in factoring by grouping?
Multiply A and C.
Multiply A times C, and you get negative 30. And now what you're looking for is you're looking for a multiple of negative 30 that also adds to be negative 13. You're looking for a multiple of negative 30 that also adds to be negative 13, correct? So what I've taught you to do is list your multiples of 30. 1 times what?
30.
2 times?
15.
3 times?
10.
4, 5 times?
6.
7, 8. Okay, so there are all your factors of 30. Now what you're looking for is which of these 4 factors also adds to be negative 13. Which one is it? Now you've got 2 of them, don't you? 15 minus 2 is 13, and 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay? Let me tell you why you cannot use 10 and 3. If you use 10 and 3, you got it wrong. Okay? The only way to use 10 and 3 would be to go negative 10 plus negative 3, right? Right, Avery? Okay. So negative 10 plus negative 3 does equal negative 13, doesn't it? But the problem is, what is negative 10 times negative 3? It's positive 30, and we need what? So if you use 3 and 10, you got it wrong because you need it to multiply to be negative 30 and not what? Positive 30, right? So 3 and 10 is wrong. Now, of course, 6 and 5 don't add up to be 13. 30 and 1 don't add up to be 13. But now let's explore 15 and 2. Right, Jordan? So, Jordan, does 15 need to be positive or negative? Okay, so you're saying negative 15 plus 2 equals negative 13. Is that right? And then what is negative 15 times 2? It's negative 30, which is what I need, right? I need negative 30, and I need negative 13, don't I? So, right here, negative 15 plus 2 does equal negative 13, doesn't it? Which is what I need, isn't it? And negative 15 times 2 does equal negative 30, which is what I need right here, isn't it? And so I'm going to replace negative 15x plus 2x in the place of negative 13x, aren't I? So what do I need to write? What do I need to write, Hayden? 10x squared minus 15x plus 2x. Okay, so all we did was rewrite using our negative 15 and our 2, didn't we? Hello? We did. And so now at this point, what's my next step, Sierra? Yeah, so say group it. Right. And so group it means I'm going to put this in parentheses and I'm going to put this in parentheses, right? What now, Jordan? Factor what? Right. So what do I factor out of this first binomial right here? 5 what? 5x. See, they both have an x. X squared and x, so I can factor out an x. Also, 5 goes into both, so I'm going to write 5x. And then in my parentheses, when I divide this by 5x and I divide this by 5x, what's my result?
2x minus 3.
2x minus 3, good. Plus, is there anything that can factor out here? So I'm just going to put 2x minus 3. But what is understood to be in front of it? What's understood to be right here where this blank is? a 1. And now what you should notice is you should say, okay, I see this has a 2x minus 3. This whole term has a 2x minus 3. And this whole term right here has a 2x minus 3. So I can take them out, can't I? So I'll write 2x minus 3. And so it goes away from this and it goes away from this. And then I look and I say, what's left? Well, I got a 5x here and I got a 1 here. So it's 5x plus 1. And so what I have in red right here is the completely factored form. Okay, say completely factored form. And how did we factor it? By what?
Grouping.
By grouping. Okay, now when you're done doing this, each day, what are you supposed to start doing?
Match for each other.
Yeah, work on Khan Academy. You're not supposed to just sit around with your bare face hanging out, right?